Don't forget to like and subscribe. Now please enjoy the video. Hello everybody, welcome back to another one of my videos. Today we'll be reviewing the Transformers Legacy Blitzwing. Now before I get into Blitzwing here, I just want to say to you guys right now that I am doing this, and you might be thinking honestly, why is this YouTuber reviewing the Transformer that was from like a long time ago? Well, it's only because I'm trying to keep this triple takeover. I'm trying to keep the triple takeover series keep on going before I have to end the series and go on to the next series. So I'm just gonna keep on going with it until I can come up with another idea for the next series. And I just don't want to end it straight right here because I just finished all the animations for it. But anyways, getting straight back into Blitzwing, you can see right here he looks very detailed and a very looking like a very cool tank, honestly. And the only way you can tell that he actually does transform into a jet is because this did appear in the G1 Transformers, which is cool because they got that. And they also got the thrusters that appeared in the back. So yeah, that's a cool tank. It does resemble the G1 and a normal tank, besides the nose and the thrusters. But anyways, he looks very cool, very nice detailed tank. It's just cool to bring this into battle sometimes and just like having it or just displaying it necessarily. Misfortunately, the cannon does not have a blast effect ports right here, so you cannot add blast effects on there. But it is cool just to have it imposing. But if you want blast effects, here comes its guns. And as you saw and I don't think you may have saw it, but in order to add the guns, you want to add them onto the side. So as you can see right here, there's a 5mm port, and then you have the 5mm cylinder goes into there. The exact same on the other side. Doesn't matter if you do it like this or inverted, just as long as you add them there. Now the instructions do say to add them onto these 5mm ports, 5mm ports right here. That does mess with the transformer a bit, and it does. I have tried it before, and it just messes up the transformer itself. So it just like compresses on itself due to transformation. But other than that, they did a very good job on engineering this transformer. A very great job. I mean, look at this. It's just like very cool, honestly. Alright, and to continue customizing it, if you don't like the way Blitzwing looks right now, then bring in this piece and bring in this piece. Now, I do remember taking this out of a package from a while back actually. And it was pretty fun to take out Blitzwing and just having this here, his hand. But what you want to do is that you want to take this purple piece right here, and with the red transparent hand, you want to add this 5mm port, and this piece that's going to grind itself every time you do it back and forth. And you want to press it on itself. Just make a little click due to it compressing and non-compressing, trying to fight back. And well, bam, you got yourself an RPG for Blitzwing side. Now, in order to add the RPG on there, as you can see right here, this right here, yeah, this will attach to this in order to hold it. And if you want, you can't do it on the opposite side, and this cannot be compatible with other Transformers. But unless you have like overcharge, then this would be okay to add. Do the exact same for the other side. Well, bam, you got yourself the Super Blitz tank. And to customize them even more, bring out your sword, and you can just add it on top of the 5mm ports on top of the tank. And well, bam, you got yourself the Blitz tank. Now it does look cool and intimidating looking at it from a top. I mean, looking at it from like this, it looks cool, very nice. And it is pretty cool to have this just as on display. Now, it does look pretty cool, but there are some minor things that I want to talk about. Is that his head does kind of poke out when you're looking at it from a top view. You can see right there. So yeah, that's a little problem, but other than that, this thing, they did a great job on designing this guy. Now, unless you say the opposite for the jet mode, which is kind of just no. Yeah. So yeah, misfortunately, the jet mode is not the best, but they did try their best due to, of course, the transformation triple changer and the best they could have done. But anyways, now he is blast effect compatible with his giant rocket launchers, but the problem is that I don't have the right blast effect, so I cannot show you guys. But anyways, let's get straight into the transformation. Alright, so what you want to do for the transformation is you want to take the turret, you want to turn it around a full, like let's say 270 degrees. 180 degree, my mistake. And you just want to open the top of the tank, and then just pull down the long turret piece, or barrel, my mistake. I'm getting confused about all this military stuff. But anyways, what you want to do is you want to take this top and you want to pull it up until it's like this. Yeah, it does look a little weird, but that's just how it is. Anyways, you want to come to the bottom, and then what you want to do is you want to flip out these wings, and then you want to take some parts of the treads. You can see right here, there are the arms. And you want to take the treads, you want to fold them over here till they're like that. And once they are like that, you want to come back to the front, and you want to pull this up. Now, the arms right here, careful because you could break it. So what you want to do is you want to just push this purple part, and you want to pull this flap up. Pull it up, and you want to do the exact same on the other side. And you can see that it should be looking a bit like this. So the next thing, this is a little confusing, but I can help you through. As you can see right here, let me adjust the camera. As you can see right there, you can see right there, there's a double jointed piece right there. So right here, what you want to do is you want to pull it upwards. You don't want to pull this upwards. You want to pull this upwards, and you're going to keep pressing it upwards, and till it comes down like that. And there's a peg that snaps into a port right there. So then we'll just keep doing it. It does take a little bit of force to get it in right position because due to the double joint. But then you should have two solid wings correctly placed in the right spots. Then the next thing that you want to do is you want to take blitzwing over here to the front. And then what you want to do is you want to lift up this piece. This will become the chest, so just keep that in mind. And then the next thing that you want to do is guts. This will get very confusing because now we're getting to the most confusing parts. So then what you want to do is you want to come back to the back. You want to come and lift this entire backpack part up. You can see right here, these are the legs. This is the arms. And you can see right here, this necessarily is all the transformation for the tank. It does kind of cover up the body. But anyways, going back to the blitzwing of the front. So let me lift up the camera. So you can see right there, you can see how blitzwing is shaping up. And then what you want to do is you want to pull down this flat piece. And then what you want to do is you want to, don't pull it forward because it gets stuck. So what you want to do is you want to push the cockpit forward, the backwards, my mistake. And then you want to close this. And then you should have a blitzwing having his head stick out. Then the next thing that you want to do is you want to take this. Now, it is hard to stand up and try to show a video. It's necessarily, in general, just hard transforming blitzwing. It is a triple changer after all, but it is kind of hard just trying to get a camera to see what you're doing, and, you're trying to see what you're doing so you don't break the figure. But, yeah, so these videos might be a little bad due to how complicated the transforming is. But anyways, so what you're going to do is you want to flip this back part. So you don't want to flip it like this. You want to flip it so it's like this. And that should be like the tracks and the treads and all that. And then what you're going to do is you want to come up, and this should come upwards. And you want to pull this forward. Don't let it go back, but you want to pull this downwards. And then you can see like close to the head and the shoulders, there are these pieces. You want to close this, compress it inwards. And well, bam, you got yourself, you can kind of see how it is shaping up. And well, bam, you got yourself the chest. The complete chest, actually. What you want to do is you want to keep this down. And then what you want to do is you want to flip out these legs. You want to take out the wing, which will become part of the jet mode in just a second. And then you want to flip out this and this. And what you want to do is you want to just keep on closing it downwards. My mistake. You want to keep just compressing it down. And well, bam, you got yourself the leg. And you want to pull out this feet. And well, bam, you got yourself the feet out. And then you can take these, take this part, this little flap, or the tail wing out. And you can do the exact same for the other leg. Once the same is done for the legs, you can come over here to the arms. And then you can see right here, this is part of the tank. So you can pull it downwards. And make it sure that you can flip it like this. You want to take out the hands. And you want to take this. You want to do that. And you want to pull this upwards. And then you have one arm. Do the exact same for the other side. And you should have a secondary arm. And once that is complete, now you have your own blitzwing. Now, taking a look at him, he looks very G1 accurate, except for the cannon, which the cannon does stick out all the way, like high up in the air. That's what I showed you guys in the stop motion animation. But he does look pretty cool just the way he is. And the engineering on this guy was insane. Like, think about it. How do you take this and turn it into a tank? It's cool, right? So then, along with blitzwing in mind, you can take the guns. And he doesn't have one, but 2 guns for double the firepower. And along with the firepower, you can bring these blast effects. Now, my blast effects are, I only have 2 blast effects due to, well, I only have 2 blast effects, honestly, so I don't have the cylinder ones, like the ones that come with Star Optimus Prime or Jetfire, but these blast effects do work. And they are blast effect compatible, which is really cool. And let me bring them up. Well, bam, you got yourself blast effects. And if you want, and if you don't like any range type of weapons, then you can always take out your melee weapons, the sword, and well, bam, he's ready to slice any Autobots that send in his path. Now, due to Blitzwing being Blitzwing, he also would like more power and would like to take over Decepticons, over the Decepticon race, actually. So, if you want to power Blitzwing even more, then you can even take your RPGs and you can turn them into gauntlets for Blitzwing. So let me show you how that works. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to take your gauntlet and you want to take out the hand and you want to attach it to the back of it. And, well, bam, you got yourself one gauntlet. In order to add it, you want to take his hand, flip it like this, and they are very picky. So if you want this piece right here, the 5mm cylinder piece, you want to make sure that's facing. You want to make sure that it's facing the front. So, anyways, your hand should be like this. And then what you want to do is you want to take the piece that's grinding against itself. You want to add it into the hand. And it is very picky, and it is kind of hard to get it into there. So, I mean, it is a nice addition to this guy. It just, the only problem that I have is that they're not stable, and I wasn't able to show you guys in the stop motion animation, but I was going to show you guys. It just, the problem is with this weapon is that his hand will not stay together because this thing is very picky, and like I have to keep on switching hands due to this. It just like does not want to stay. Like I'm trying to get it into his hand right now. It just does not want to stay. So it is annoying to me that Hasbro like try to fix this problem. I mean, it is very annoying. I even had to get it off camera just to fix it, honestly. But other than that, you can see right there, Blitzwing and his gauntlets. They were not again showed in the G1 Transformers, but they are a cool addition to add to your triple changer. Anyways, just want to add this into that side. So yeah, it is kind of hard to get it into there, but it is very picky too. So yeah, but once you get it in there, it's actually worth it because it looks cool. And they are blast effect compatible. Yet again, I do not have the blast effects for it, but it does look pretty cool, doesn't it? So anyways, as you can see right here, you got yourself the blitzwing. Looks very cool. And if you want a more G1 accurate blitzwing, you can take the cannon, pull it outwards, and you want to tilt it until it's like so the cannon's facing outwards. Oh well, bam! You got yourself a more very accurate G1 blitzwing. You can see right here. Now he does resemble the G1 version, and to bring Cog out, he is more of like a Voyager scale transformer, as you can see right here. So yeah. So I mean, the Cog right here is a deluxe scale, and he's more of a Voyager. Blitzwing right here, I do like triple changers. It's just they're called leaders, but they're more of like overpriced Voyagers. That's the thing is. But other than that, this guy is pretty cool. I think he's worth buying for. It's just I don't think you should keep him in his plane mode, and let me show you that right now. Alright, so as you can see right here, we're going to get straight into the transformation of the airplane, or the jet, whatever you want to call it. So what you want to do is you want to take his chest, you want to pull it upwards, right? You want to take it and should flip it all the way. Don't make sure the pat back don't fall back. Well, don't make sure it doesn't fall back yet, because what you want to do is you want to take it back, and you want to make sure that's looking like this. Alright, so the next thing that you want to do is you want to pull this down, this right here, and then what you want to do is you want to take his head and just flip it around, alright? And then what you want to do is you want to take the nose. So what you want to do is you want to take this nose right here, and it is a struggle for me to get the nose sometimes out. Like, I don't know what it's just like, just worked right now. Just worked for once. But anyways, take it into the back. So as you can see right there, there's the nose. You can see how he's kind of shaping up. So instead of him like falling forward, he actually flips over in transformation mode. That's one thing that I see about Astro Train, Galaxy Shuttle, and Blitzwing, is that they flip over for their plane mode. But anyways, so what you want to do is you want to take his arm. You want to flip it like this. And then what you want to do is you want to take the other one and flip it the other way. You want to take the panel, the tank panels, and you want to flip them like this. And well, bam, you got yourself the first part. You also want to make sure that the hands are inwards. Remember that. Make sure the hands are always in. And then what you want to do is you want to take the legs. So let me take the camera down there. Get the camera down. As you can see right there, there's the legs. What you want to do is you want to make sure that they're extended outwards from each other, because for this transformation you want to take out the wings. So let's try to get the tank out. So what you're going to do is we're going to fold outwards the legs. So technically we're folding back in the legs, but you want to take out the wings, and the wings will stay away from each other. Then what you want to do is you want to compress them together, and along with compressing them, before you actually do that, my mistake, before you actually do that, you want to take the tail wings and you just want to make sure that they're like this, sort of. And then what you want to do, you want to close the feet on each other. And you want to do the exact same. Then you can take tail wing and just flip them up. And then you can start compressing it together. Now, it is kind of struggle, again. But then what you're going to do is you want to take this and you want to pull it forward until it's looking like this. I did break mine through the transformations I have done in the past, so don't mind the broken blitzwing. But anyways, what you want to do is you want to take this, pull it up, and as you can see right there, there's thrusters on the. You can see the thrusters right there. And yeah, so you can kind of see how it is shaping up a bit. You can see how the plane is shaping up, and just a quick reminder: this plane isn't gonna look the way it is now. Like, I mean, this would already fly if the arms were gone, and if the arms were gone, this would probably already just have flown. But misfortunately, it is not a normal airplane, and I say this guy's worth buying. It's just that's the thing, is that his plane mode is what's bad about it. But anyways, you want to take the shoulders, you want to pull them like this, you want to pull this out, And I'm going to do the exact same for the other side. And then they do tend to come apart, so I just want to make sure that they're staying together. And then what you want to do is you want to compress them till they're like flipping it downwards. So once you bring them flip downwards, try to get them into place. And what you want to do is you want to take the bottom of the tank. And once you have the bottom of the tank complete, I mean the top part, my mistake. And they do not snap. They do not. The arms do not snap, but they do stay together sometimes. At least sometimes, right? And what you want to do is you want to compress this downwards and make sure that the landing gear doesn't get stuck. It always does that with me. Then what you want to do is you want to take the chest one, push it down like that. Then what you want to do is you want to take the top tank part, and you want to compress it down into the legs with the ports. Should connect with some ports down at the bottom. Yeah, no, it is kind of a struggle to get it down there, but yeah, just try to get it in there as best as you can. Yeah, it does not want to work with me sometimes because, I mean, I've messed with it too many times. Alright, but once you get it in there, you got it complete. You can take the wings, these are the fake wings. You want to close them down, and then you want to take, now there is a little peg that goes into a port within the hand. You want to close that, make sure that all staying together. The wings do tend to fold sometimes. The exact same for the other side. And just compress it onto each other, and once you have it all compressed down together, you have everything in place, you have the right pieces in place. You can end up taking the landing gear, which is right here, taking it out, and you can take the turret, turn it around, and well, bam, you have yourself blitzwing. Now this, I'm just gonna say this right now, this plane would definitely not fly. I'm saying right now, like, why couldn't they just made it more aerodynamic? Because this looks awkward. It's a very awkward airplane, but it does do the best it can due to the transformation, things like that. But this is a very awkward airplane to end up with. I mean, yeah, that's the thing, is that I know I've been complaining about it, but there are some good parts to it, though. I mean, it does look pretty cool and things like that. And you can see the nose right here. Nose. It does resemble part of an airplane. It does look pretty cool. I do like the purple that codes with it. It's just, when it comes to the back, it's just like, what have they done to this poor blitzwing character? So yeah, I mean, if it didn't come with that, it would have probably been a better project, slash toy. Blitzwing would have been better if they just got rid of that piece that just keeps it downwards. Yeah, so this isn't a plane to fly. I mean, why would anybody want to fly this? Because it would not fly. But there are some good parts, and you can take the thrusters. You want to take the thrusters from the back, as you can see right here in the back. You want to flip them up, and you want to flip this one up. You want to flip these down. And I'm going to press these so it locks into place. So it's like the foot. And what you're going to do is you want to take this port right here that goes into this hole in the foot. And what you want to do is you want to take that, do that. Do the exact same for the other side. It doesn't look clean, but it is kind of good. And then you have yourself some overpowered thrusters. Yeah, so now you have hands for thrusters. So still would not fly at all. I mean, you're just giving it some hands for thrusters back. If you wanted to make the airplane look even more weird and just give it some artillery, then you can just add the guns onto the sides. You want to add this. You want to add this into the port right there. And yet again, this is the exact same piece that I told you not to touch in the tank mode. But that's for the tank mode. This is the plane mode, so you can just do that right there. And yeah, so here is blitzwing, the plane tank thing, plane. Yeah, it's a plane. It's a jet. This is the most awkward jet I have in my collection. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna take a look at my collection right now, and yeah, it's just the most awkward plane. I mean, It is the best they could have done, and it's not the best. So I do recommend this figure. It just I don't recommend it for the plain mode because the plain mode is what messes it all up. So if you want to display it, then you're better off just displaying it as tank or even as the robot mode. But I think the tank mode would have to be the best mode and the best looking mode because I mean it's cool. It looks better off without this because I mean I do get it blitzwing and it's a triple changer, so it triple changes. But I think you're better off keeping it in tank mode, and the way it's packaged is in tank mode. So yeah, but anyways, besides that, it is a pretty decent looking figure if you look at it from the top. But without anything other than the plain mode, there's nothing else besides one other complaint that I have is that I mean two other complaints that I have is that the some pieces inside the thrusters right here, they just like shred themselves, and that's due to transformation and things like that. But another thing is that the sword. Why couldn't they just make the sword a hard plastic? Because this plastic always bends with me, and you can see right there. It's I don't know if yeah, I can kind of see, and it's just like the worst type of sword that you could ask for. I mean, I do like the battle damage look that it does have with the paint, but it's kind of weird, honestly. So yeah, I wish they could have done better on the grinding in the inside and the sword, the bending sword, and the plane mode. But other than that, I think this guy is a recommended figure. I don't strongly recommend it, like you should add it, you have to add it to your collection. I think if you want to add it to your collection, you could, but it is a kind of bad figure with its own problems. But yeah, there's Blitzwing reviewed for you for the triple takeover. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Thank you for watching my videos. Please like and subscribe.